being that from 1960 to 1967, hundreds of thousands of Americans had become addicted to drugs such as heroin. Even grade school students acknowledged having tried such drugs as marijuana, LSD, and amphetamines. Richard Nixon recognized this as not being a local issue, but being a national threat to the personal health and safety of millions of Americans.
Alright, here we have the civil rights. Nixon worked hard about not discriminating. He was really all for not discriminating. This is here in 1968. He delivered a historic radio address called Bridges to Human Dignity, which were widely hailed for their vision of a future in which every person, regardless of race, would have a chance to work on his or her way out of poverty with dignity. So he's really for against discriminating, no matter who you are.
Senator Kennedy points out that as far as his one proposal is concerned, the one for medical care for the aged, that would be financed out of Social Security. That, however, is raising taxes for those who pay Social Security. He points out that he would make pay-as-you-go be the basis for our natural resources development. For our natural resources development, which I also support incidentally, however, whenever you appropriate money for one of these projects, you have to pay now and appropriate the money, and while they eventually do pay out, it doesn't mean that the government doesn't have to put out the money this year. And so I would say that in all of these proposals Senator Kennedy has made, they will result in one of two things. Either he has to raise taxes, or he has to unbalance the budget. If he unbalances the budget, that means you have inflation, and that will be, of course, a very cruel blow to the very people, the older people that we've been talking about. As far as aid for school construction is concerned, I favor that, as Senator Kennedy did in January of this year, when he said he favored that rather than aid to teacher salaries. I favor that because I believe that's the best way to aid our schools without running any risk whatever of the federal government telling our teachers what to teach. The next question.